In the ancient world, a story of two brothers unfolds, a tale that would shape the destiny of a nation. This is the story of Jacob, a name that means he who supplants. From his very birth, clutching the heel of his twin, Esau, Jacob's life was marked by struggle and a quiet, yearning ambition. While Esau, the rugged hunter, roamed the open fields, winning his father Isaac's favor with game, Jacob remained in the tents, a thoughtful man close to his mother Rebekah. This contrast set the stage for a rivalry that would define their early years, a quiet tension simmering beneath the surface of family life. One fateful day, a hungry Esau returned from the hunt, and for a simple bowl of lentil stew, he sold his birthright. A seemingly small moment, yet it was the first turn of a wheel that would change everything. The defining moment of Jacob's youth was an act of profound deception. Urged on by his mother, Jacob disguised himself as Esau to steal the patriarchal blessing from their blind and aging father, Isaac. The scene is thick with tension. The feel of goatskins on his arms, the smell of Esau's clothes, the tremor in his voice as he lies to his own father. The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Isaac's hesitant words hang in the air, a chilling premonition of the betrayal unfolding. When the blessing is given, it is irrevocable. The gravity of this act shatters the family. Esau's cry of anguish echoes with bitter loss, and his heart fills with a murderous rage. Jacob, the supplanter, is now a fugitive, forced to flee for his life, leaving behind everything he has ever known. Alone and afraid, Jacob journeys towards his mother's homeland, Haran. One night, with only a stone for a pillow, he dreams. And what a dream it is. He sees a magnificent ladder stretching from the earth to the very heavens, with angels of God ascending and descending upon it. At the top stands the Lord, who speaks to Jacob, renewing the covenant made with his grandfather Abraham and his father Isaac. "I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go," God promises. "I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you." Jacob awakens, trembling not with fear, but with awe. He realizes he is not alone. This desolate place is the house of God, the very gate of heaven. This divine encounter transforms his flight into a pilgrimage, giving him a new identity and a profound sense of destiny. Arriving in Haran, Jacob's life takes another dramatic turn at a well. There he sees Rachel, the younger daughter of his uncle Laban. She is beautiful, and Jacob is immediately captivated. His heart, once filled with fear and uncertainty, is now filled with a deep and abiding love. He weeps with joy, a release of all the pent-up emotion from his long journey. He agrees to work for Laban for 7 years to win Rachel's hand. And the scriptures tell us that these years seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. This period is one of hopeful anticipation, a time when Jacob believes his struggles are finally behind him and a new, happy life is about to begin. But the deceiver is about to be deceived himself in a way he could never have imagined. The wedding night arrives, a time of celebration and fulfillment. But under the veil of darkness, Laban commits a cruel deception of his own. He switches his daughters, giving Jacob his elder Leah instead of the beloved Rachel. When morning light reveals the truth, Jacob's world is shattered once more. His cry of, "What is this you have done to me?" is filled with the painful irony of his own past actions. Laban, ever the opportunist, offers a cold justification. It is not our custom to give the younger daughter in marriage before the older one. He then offers Rachel in exchange for another 7 years of labor. Jacob agrees, his love for Rachel undiminished, but he is now bound to 2 sisters, setting the stage for a household filled with jealousy, sorrow, and a desperate rivalry for one man's affection. The home Jacob builds becomes a battleground of the heart. Leah, the unloved wife, finds favor with God. She bears Jacob son after son, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah. With each birth, she hopes to win her husband's love, her cries echoing a deep, unmet longing. Surely my husband will love me now, she thinks. Meanwhile, Rachel, the cherished wife, remains barren. Her love for Jacob is deep, but it is poisoned by envy of her sister's fertility. Her anguish is raw and desperate. "Give me children, or I'll die," she cries to Jacob. The tension between the sisters is a constant, palpable sorrow. Their shared home is filled not with sisterly love, but with competition and pain, as each woman navigates her own private grief in the shadow of the other. Yet, amidst this profound rivalry, glimmers of a deeper connection began to surface. In the quiet moments, away from the struggle for their husband's attention, they were simply two sisters, bound by a shared, complicated fate. We can imagine Rachel, her own heart aching with barrenness, watching her sister endure the pains of childbirth time and time again. In one such moment of shared humanity, we see Rachel approach a weary Leah. The envy that usually defined her expression is replaced by a profound, shared sorrow. She sheds a tear, not for herself, but for her sister's lonely struggle. She reaches out, her hand a surprising comfort, and tenderly embraces Leah. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated connection, a recognition of their shared womanhood and shared pain in a world that has pitted them against each other. In that quiet embrace, with an extreme closeness that shuts out the rest of the world, we focus on Rachel's hand as she gently strokes Leah's hair. Her voice is a whisper, a fragile thread of hope in the suffocating silence of their rivalry. "You are not alone in your sorrow, sister," she murmurs, her words a balm on a festering wound. "God sees us both, and His promise will carry us through." In this singular, powerful moment, the competition fades. They are not rivals, but sisters united in faith and in the unspoken understanding of their entwined destinies. It is a turning point, a realization that the future of the covenant, the promise made to their grandfather Abraham, rests not on one of them, but on them both. Their shared destiny is to become the matriarchs of the 12 tribes of Israel. After 20 years in Haran, Jacob, now a wealthy man with a large family, knows it is time to go home. But the shadow of his brother Esau looms large. The night before their reunion, Jacob sends his family across the river Jabbok and remains alone. In the darkness, a mysterious man appears and wrestles with him until daybreak. It is a grueling, relentless struggle, both physical and spiritual. As dawn approaches, the man touches Jacob's hip, leaving him with a permanent limp. Jacob refuses to let go until he receives a blessing. "Your name will no longer be Jacob," the man declares, "but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." Jacob, the supplanter, is transformed. He is now Israel, the one who struggles with God. He has confronted his past, wrestled with his own nature, and emerged wounded but blessed. The next day, Jacob, now Israel, limps to meet his brother. The reunion he has feared for 2 decades unfolds not in violence, but in grace. Esau runs to meet him, embraces him, and they weep. The bitterness of the past is washed away in a flood of forgiveness and reconciliation. Jacob's journey comes full circle. He settles in the land promised to his ancestors, and in his final years, he gathers his 12 sons, the sons of Leah and Rachel, and blesses them, foretelling the future of the 12 tribes of Israel. The story of Jacob is a testament to a life of struggle, deception, and divine encounters. It is the story of a flawed man who wrestled with God and man, and through it all, became the father of a nation, his legacy woven into the very fabric of faith and history. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that have shaped our world.